Good morning, students. Welcome to our Aadhaar ICS channel. How are you all? Hope you all are doing well and studying like anything. So, we are going to discuss our international current affair. In the last session, I have completed the national affairs. Today, we will go through the international current affairs, which will be equally important for all your upcoming competitive exams. So, please try to pay attention. The first point is about January month. Remember, we are going to the international current affair. The first point is Better Health Smoke Free campaign. It's a Better Health Smoke Free launched by UK. It's not about India, it's about international news. We are going through international news. Launched by UK means United Kingdom. Objective Its objective is to make the smokers aware of ill effects of smoking and urge them to give up smoking. So the program name is known as Better Health Smoke Free Campaign, launched by the UK government. And what are its objective? Its objective is to make smokers aware of ill effects of smoking and urge them to give up smoking. Coming to the next point. Next point is about Antigua and Bermuda became the 102nd member nation to join the International Solar Alliance. You have to remember the country's name, that is Antigua and Bermuda. They became the 102nd member nation to join the International Solar Alliance, the alliance related with the sun. 130th member of the nation is Syrian Arabian Republic. Okay, we are going through our international affairs, and those viewers and students and their relatives and friends, those who have not subscribed the channel yet, please try to subscribe the channel and please try to watch the complete video. If you will see the video of 1 second, 2 second, it will be not be benefited at any cost. You have to watch the complete video. So please try to watch the complete video and try to share the link with the other educational channel so that each and every students of our country will be benefited from our international current affair and national current affairs section. Okay, coming to the next point. India and Sri Lanka have signed an agreement for redevelopment of the Triconemeli oil tank complex. Remember, it's between India and Sri Lanka and it's a redevelopment of oil tank complex. Under this, a total 99 oil tankers are developed, out of which Sri Lankan's oil, that is CPC, will have 51% share and Indian company will have 49% share. So you have to remember all these facts, that is in between India and Sri Lanka. It's a oil tank complex, Trin Komali oil tank complex. Under this, a total of 99 oil tanks are developed, out of which Sri Lankan oil company will have 51% share and Indian company will have 49% share. Okay, coming to the next point. The world's first luxury hotel for camels have been built in Saudi Arabia, where camels will get all the facilities. This type of question have been asked in UPPCS, that is UPPSC RO exam, because we are going through the January news and the exam was on March or April. So this was a repeated question. The world first luxury hotel for camels have been built in Saudi Arabia, where camel will get all the health facilities. Coming to the next point, it's about Dubai, UAE. For the first time in Dubai, Infinity Bridge for traffic was launched. It's an Infinity Bridge. It was launched for the traffic. The shape of this bridge is so named because the shape of the bridge is similar to the mathematics symbol of infinity, and it has 6 lanes. It has how many lanes? It has 6 lanes, and the shape of the bridge is like infinity. Coming to the next point, Belgium's Zara Rutherford. Belgium's Zara Rutherford has become the youngest woman, that is 19 years, to fly alone in the world. She is only 19 years and she fly alone in the world. She traveled a distance of 51,000 kilometers in 155 days and traveled to about 52 countries. She traveled around 52 countries. Coming to the next point, Australia has implemented the online safety bill. Means the country has implemented the online safety bill. The bill is addresses the abuses of cyber threats on social media against the adults. It's about the cyber crimes and cyber abuses done on the social media against the adults. So the country have implemented an online safety bill. This have to be done in Indian for the Indians also. Coming to the next point, the South American country of Peru declared a 90-day environmental emergency due to an oil spill in coastal areas. It's an environmental emergency and it declared on South American countries of Peru. Environmental emergency is due to an oil spill in the coastal areas. It was all because of spill of oil in the coastal areas. Around 6,000 barrels of crude oil leaked off and the Peruvian coast from the Spanish energy firm dissolved. Means 6,000 barrels of crude oil has been wasted by the Peruvian coast from Spanish energy firm dissolved. Coming to the next point, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi hosted the first ever India Central Asia Summit. Means for the first time, India and Central Asia Summit have been took place. The summit began with 30th anniversary of India Central Relation. Means the summit was celebrated. It's the 30th anniversary of Indian and Central Asian relation. The Central Asian countries are, it consists of five countries mainly: Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan. These all belong to Central Asia countries. Next point, the world's largest canal lock was built at Imajuddin Port of Amsterdam, Netherlands. You have to remember the port name, and it's the world's largest canal lock. The canal lock is 500-meter long and 70-meter wide, which will allow large cargo ship to reach the port. It's the world's largest canal lock in Amsterdam, and its lock is about 500-meter long and 70-meter wide. Okay. Next point is also about India. India and Sri Lanka. The Indian government announces $900 billion loan to assistant to provide financial assistance to Sri Lanka. There has been a financial emergency in Sri Lanka last year. So India has supported Sri Lankan with $900 million loan. Those who have not subscribed the channel yet, please do subscribe the channel. Like the channel. Please try to watch the complete video and do subscribe the link with the other educational group. Okay. These international sections are very important for your current exams, current upcoming exams. There is a section of current affair that consists of 30 to 35 questions. So if you watch our videos regularly, you can easy to cover those sections. Coming to the next point, the first BRICS Sherpa meeting was held on January 18, 19, which was chaired by China. It was the first BRICS Sherpa meeting. It was held on 18th and 19th January. The BRICS Sherpa from India was Sanjay Bhattacharya. You have to remember the Sherpa name, that is Sanjay Bhattacharya. Coming to the next point, the Oxford University declared Annex T as the Children's Word of the Year for the year 2022. The University has declared the word Annex T, and the word is the word of the year 2021. Next point. The next point is about US. The United States Treasury has minted coins featuring poet Maya Angelou, the first black woman ever featured on the US 25-cent coin known as a quarter. Means it's the very first time that a black woman featuring in a coin, and the coin is about 25 cent. You have to remember the person name, that is Maya Angelou, and she is the first black woman, and the value of the coin is 25 cent, which is known as a quarter. Next point is about China. China has now also created the first artificial moon after the artificial sun. The artificial sun was also created by China, and Chinese has also created the artificial moon, which will create an atmosphere of low gravity using magnetism. Okay. Next point, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has topped the global rating amongst the world leaders released by Morning Consult Political Intelligence on the list of 13 world leaders. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has topped the global rating, means our Prime Minister is among the toppest among the leaders released by the Morning Consult Political Intelligence on the list of 13 world leaders. Means there has been 13 world leaders. Mr. Modi topped that list. Coming to the next point, the government of Mauritius has announced to name a major metro station after the name of Mahatma Gandhi. Means name of Mahatma Gandhi metro station, such as in our country, Rajiv Chowk, Sardar Patel Chowk. So this metro station has been named as Mahatma Gandhi Metro Station in Mauritius. The decision was taken by the Mauritius government to express their gratitude for many ongoing projects in Mauritius with India's financial support. As the projects has been run by Indian financial support, so to pay gratitude, the Mauritius government has named under the name of Mahatma Gandhi. Okay. Coming to the next point, the Australian government announced to name the island of Aspian in the Lake of Canberra after the name of Queen Elizabeth II. It's been the government of Australia has announced the name of island. The name of island is on the name of Queen Elizabeth II, and it was started in the Lake of Canberra. The decision was taken by Australia to commemorate the accession of Queen Elizabeth II. Coming to the next point, scientists from China have confirmed Neocovac virus. That virus was spreaded in the bat in South Africa. Means you have to remember the virus name, and it has been started it again in China, and the virus name is Neovac, and it was spreaded through bat bats in South Africa. That is a kind of chamgadar. Coming to the next point, Pakistan launches its first national security policy. Means national security policy has been launched by the Pakistan government. Next point is about David Bennett, the 57-year-old patient of USA with a terminal heart disease, made a history as the first person to receive a genetically modified pig's heart. Means David Bernard, who is 57-year-old patient, he has been transplanted with the genetically modified pig's heart. Means pig's heart has been translated to the human heart, and the person name is David Bennett. Next point is about the COVID new variant. A new variant of COVID-19 B1C42 IHU has been identified in France. It's a new variant of COVID, and it has been identified in country France. Next point, Dr. Sara Gill became the first transgender doctor in Pakistan. She is the first sorry, Dr. Sara Gill is the transgender doctor in Pakistan. Next point, a new species of wren frog discovered in Panama jungle. It's a new species of frog has been named after the Swedish environmentalist. She is Greta Thunberg. Though the frog name has been given as Greta Thunberg, the new species will now be called as Prismanitist Greta Thunberg. Again this fact is about the new variant of COVID. A new variant of COVID-19, Delta Cron, has been detected in the European country of Cyprus. It's a new variant, that is Delta Cron, and has been detected by European country in Cyprus. In the last this one, a new species of rain frog. This has been asked in Bihar SSC exam. So try to recall these questions. And whenever you are going through any exam, please try to follow the previous year's questions so that you can easily get the good marks. Next point, US IT company Apple became the first company to have a share market value of $3 trillion. So Apple has become the first company to have a share market value of $3 trillion. Coming to the next point, the 5-day Davos summit was the 5-day Davos summit of World Economic Forum was launched virtually on 17th June, and the theme of this summit was the state of the world. So remember, it a 5-day summit. It was organized by World Economic Forum on day 17th January, and theme was the state of the world. Next point is about volcano eruption. A volcanic explosion occurred in Tonga, an island nation in South Pacific Ocean. It is located near New Zealand. So it's a volcanic explosion occurred in Tonga, an island nation in South Pacific Ocean. It is located near New Zealand. Next point is about Indonesia's parliament. Indonesia parliament has approved a bill to relocate the nation's capital from Jakarta to jungle area of Kalimantan on Borneo Island. So the parliament has been approved a bill to relocate the nation's capital. Means the capital area has been changed from jungle area of Kalimantan on Borneo Island. So this all took place in Indonesia's parliament. Coming to the next point, the government of Kazakhstan has declared a state of emergency due to rising price of LPG in the country. Means due to price rise in LPG, the government of Kazakhstan has declared a state emergency. Okay, this is very important point because in our country there has been no such type of emergency ever took place due to the price rise of any fuel. Next point. Now we are coming through. Now we are going through February international current affairs. We have completed the January months, so we will come to the next month. For those who have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe it. Try to watch the complete video and try to share the link with the other educational channel. So the first point about February month is, remember we are going through the international sections. The first point is the One Ocean Summit. The One Ocean Summit was held in France from February 9 to 11, which was attended by the heads of the state of several countries, including Indian Prime Minister. Means One Ocean Summit was held in Pakistan on February 9 to 11, which was attended by the head of the state, and it includes the PM Modi also. Next point, Israel has become the first country in the world to allow drones. Remember, in the last classes, in the national section, we have gone through drones policy, drone school, drone field. So in this also we are going to learn about the drone. Israel has become the first country in the world to allow drones to fly in civilian airspace. The Hermes-Taliner drone can fly at an altitude of about 7,600 meters. So you have to remember the drone name. It's the Hermes Starliner. Coming to the next point, India signed a roadmap of enhancing bilateral cooperation on blue economy and ocean government with France. So it's the bilateral. Bilateral means the trading or the communication between the two countries. So it between India and France, and it's about the blue economy and ocean governments. Coming to the next point, Indian Air Force light combat aircraft Tejas performed at Singapore Air Show held from 15th to 18th February 2022. It's a joint performance by Indian and Singapore combat aircraft, which is named as Tejas. Next point is launched by WHO, World Health Organization, Quit Tobacco app. It's all about quitting the tobacco or smoking. Quit Tobacco app launched by the World Health Organization. Its objective is to to help tobacco users to leave the tobacco and motivate them to set goals. It's all about to reduce the habit of tobacco. Next point is about Russian president. Russian President Vladimir Putin announces two new independent countries in the separatist region of eastern of Ukraine, namely Donetsk and Luhansk. Means he has announced a new independent countries in a separatist region of Ukraine, namely those are named as Donetsk and Luhansk. Coming to the next point, International Intellectual Property Index 2022, issued by the US Chamber of Commerce. First place is USA and our country ranked 43. And in 2021, the rank of India is 40th, means 40. So you have to remember it's International Intellectual Property Index. So there are number of questions have been asked in different PCS exams, the number of international ranking and the Indian ranking by indexes. So you have to remember the index name, the place of India's position, and the those country who topped that position. Okay, this will be a bit lengthy classes because it covers both January and February session. The India and ASEAN High-Level Conference was cooperation in the field of renewable energy was held on 7th to 8th Feb. It was organized by the Ministry of Energy and the Ministry of External Affairs. It took place between India and ASEAN countries. The ASEAN countries have a level of conference of cooperation in the field of renewable energy on February 7 to 8, and it was organized by the Ministry of Energy and the Ministry of External Affairs. You have to remember these facts. Next fact is about Quad countries. The fourth Quad foreign ministers meeting was held in Melbourne, Australia. The field is Melbourne Cricket Club is related with this. So the fourth Quad foreign ministers meeting was held in Melbourne, Australia on 11th Feb. You have to remember the date of establishment of Quad. It was 2007 and its member countries are India, Australia, Japan and US. These are all facts related to the Quads are very important. The world's most beautiful building. Remember, it's the world's most beautiful building. Museum of the Future was opened in Dubai. World's most beautiful building, Museum of the Future. Next point, the havoc of tropical cyclone Batsirai was observed in Madagascar. Madagascar is an island country located on the east coast of Africa in the Indian Ocean. You have to remember it's a havoc of tropical cyclone. It was observed in Madagascar. Next point, India and UAE signed a comprehensive economic partnership agreement, that is SEPA, covering goods, services and digital trade among the others, that will allow 90% of the country's exports to a duty free access to the Emirates. This is all about a duty free means 90% of the country's exports are duty free access to the Emirates, and it's between the program, the partnership is in between India and UAE. There are a number of programs happen between these countries, so try to learn all that. Under India and UAE trade agreement, India will set up of its first IIT outside the country in the UAE. Means first IIT center will be set up outside India, that is in UAE. Next point is about Canada. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has declared a national emergency due to protest against the government. So it's a national emergency declared by the Canadian government. It was all because of against the government due to the government due to the protest against the government. It was started by Canadian government. National emergency. Next point is about Nepal. Nepal has become the first country to adopt India's UPI system. UPI system has been appointed by the Nepal government. This system will promote the digital transaction in Nepal. This will help Nepal for digital transaction. Okay. Next point is about koala. Australia has listed koala as an endangered species. The koala is a mammal that inhabits in some places in Australia. The koala has been listed in endangered species. Next point, Japan has launched its first hydrogen powered train. The train will be conducted in March. Japan has set a target to become the carbon neutral by 2050. Means it's the first hydrogen powered train. The trial will be conducted in March and it has a target to become carbon neutral by the year 2050. So these type of facts, the carbon neutral by Indians, Chinese, Japanese, you have to remember this year and the target from which you have to complete that. Coming to the next point, the Energy and Resources Institute, TERI, organized the 21st World Sustainable Development Summit on February 16 to 18 in New Delhi in India. You have to remember it's the 21st World Sustainable Development. Sustainable means those things which we have to save for our future generation. Either it's renewable, non-renewable. It was this summit was held between 16 to 18 in New Delhi. Coming to the next point, Indian telecom company Airtel joined CME-V6 under Sea Cable System. CME-V6 will connect Singapore and France, which include 12 other members beside Airtel with undersea cable globally. It's between Indian telecom company Airtel and Singapore and France. So the name is CME-V6. It's a sea cable system which includes the 12 other members beside Airtel under Seas Cable globally. Next point, Indian company Reliance Jio has tied up with the India Asia Express under sea cable system. Jio has also tied up with India Asia undersea cable system. Means it's underwater. The cable system will connect India to the Maldives. This system is in between India and Maldives government. Okay. Coming to the next point, United States President Joe Biden has designated Qatar as a key non-NATO ally of the US. Means Joe Biden has designated Qatar as a non-NATO ally of the US. Next point, the 35th African Union Summit was held in Ethiopia. This summit was focused on security and the global pandemic. It's the 35th African Union Summit held in Ethiopia. Coming to the next point, India concluded the first round negotiation for the free trade agreement FTA with UK. During these 26 policies we are covered. It's in between India's and the free trade agreement. It's the first round of negotiation. During these 26 policies we are covered. Next point, it's about yoga. The first yoga festival in the Gulf country was held in Saudi Arabia. More than 1,000 people participated in the festival. It's about Yoga Day and it was celebrated in Gulf country which was held in Saudi Arabia. So those points we had covered in the national and international affair. These all are important for your examination point of view. So please try to watch our videos regularly and do revise each and every points for your examination point so that you can get good marks in your exams. Remember, one marks. One, two, three, four, five. Every marks are important for your selection. So try to remember these facts. Coming to the next point, India has secured the top position in ongoing Salesforce Global Digital Skill Index 2022. The index was released based on the readiness of citizen in learning digital skill. It's about learning the digital skill. And India has secured the top position. Means Indians are top in learning in digital skills. A woman in the US, the next point, the woman in the US has become the first woman and third person to recover from HIV. She was treated through stem cell transplantation. She is the first woman and third person She is first woman in US and became the third person who recovered from HIV, and she has been treated through stem cell transplantation. Coming to the next point, from 1st February, the new year began in China. Means Chinese celebrate their new year on 1st February, which is named as the Year of Tiger. They celebrated as them as Year of Tiger. It will end on 21st January 2023. Means it will from 1st February 2022 to January 2023, and the year will be celebrated as the Year of Tiger. Next point, Turkey has changed the name of its country to Turkey, means the spelling of Turki has been changed to Turkiye. Only alphabet E and I has been added in the name of the country's capital. The United States has announced opening of embassy on the Solomon Islands to curb China's influence. US has announced opening an embassy to curb the Chinese influence. The Solomon Island is an island country located in the Pacific Ocean, east coast of Papua New Guinea. Coming to the next point, the French President Emmanuel Macron announced a French military withdrawal from the African country of Mali after 9 years. France deployed troops to Mali against the jihadists. Means France has deployed the troops against the jihadist movement, and it was since 2023. French President Emmanuel Macron withdraw the African country of Mali after 9 years. Okay. Coming to the next point, Dubai has announced the launch of the world's first hydrogen powered flying boat, and the flying boat is named as the Jet. It's the world's first hydrogen powered flying boat, and it was announced in Dubai. It will be able to carry 8 to 12 passengers. Means in one troop it will be able to carry 8 to 12 passengers. Next point, Canada has become the first country in the world to approve the use of plant-based COVID-19 vaccine. Means the Canada has become the first country to approve the use of plant which is based on plant herbal medicine based on COVID vaccine. This vaccine has been named as Covifence. To have to remember the name of the vaccine, and it has been launched by the country Canada. Next point is about index ranking. TomTom Traffic Index Ranking 2021. The list of the most congested cities. The most congested city in the world. The first place is Istanbul, that is in Turkey. The first city of Mumbai is in India, which is ranked as 5th, Bengaluru as 10th, and Delhi as 11th. So you have to remember the rank of the most congested cities. First place is Istanbul, Mumbai is in 5th place, Bengaluru is in 10th place, and Delhi is in 11th place. Coming to the next point, Global Democracy Index 2022 released by Economist and Intelligence Unit. First place is Norway and the position of India is 46th. In 2020, India's position was 53rd. Thanks for watching our videos regularly. Keep watching for regular updates.